Welcome, welcome, welcome. I got a story that I'm going to tell y'all today, and it's not going to be the funniest or the funnest. I'm going to try to make it light because, it's a serious situation, but try to make light of the situation because, yeah. Before I get into it, I wanted to say I have so many people that watch me, but not everyone is subscribed. So if you are not subscribed and you've been watching my videos and you like my content, please subscribe because that does help a whole lot. Because I have videos on here to this day that have like 15K, 1K, 2K, whatever, just different, obviously different numbers. But then I have so many people that are not subscribed. And then when I go and check on YouTube, it'll literally tell you, like, when you check your little chart and everything, I ain't going to say the name of it because I'm going to say it wrong 9 times out of 10. But yeah, when you check, it'll tell you, like, you got this amount of people that are subscribed that watch you. And then you have this huge amount of people that are not subscribed that actually watch you. And they be returning users. So, if you are a returning user, you done been here before, you done seen my videos, and you aren't subscribed, definitely subscribe. If you like the content, definitely subscribe as well, because that does help me reach 1K, you know what I mean? Which that's the biggest goal for right now. We're going to do more than that, but, just for right now, the biggest goal is definitely to get to 1K. And I appreciate you all who are already subscribed and who already, like my videos and who comment and everything like that, because that does definitely help. And it does also motivate me to push out more content for y'all. But okay, so let's get into the video. So I was almost kidnapped. I'm gonna start from the very, very beginning. So, okay. I wasn't the best kid in school. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out. I was in like elementary, middle school. I did my work and everything like that. But once I got to high school, well, I ain't gonna even say that. Middle school, I was in school a lot of times and stuff like that too. But we ain't gonna get into that. High school is when I really started skipping all the time. And this particular time, though, I skipped because I was actually suspended and I didn't want to tell my parents. So it was me and one of my friends. I'm going to name her Trina. Okay, so me and my friend Trina, me and my friend Trina, we were skipping school because we both actually were suspended. I can't remember for what, but we were suspended. And she was telling me, she was like, it was this guy that she knew or whatever that was pretty cool. And we could just go crash at his place, the whole time period that we were supposed to be at school. And then he would drop us back off to the school, when it was time to pretty much for our parents to come get us. And, looking back as an adult, obviously that's very dangerous. And two, he was grown. But at that time, I was a kid, so I really didn't think that deep about it. Like, I was just thinking, oh, I'm grown too, which is crazy. But, yeah, so number one, I trusted him off rip because I trusted her. And me and her were best friends. So I felt like she wouldn't put me in a situation that's going to cause me any type of harm. Me and her had been friends. Ooh, we had been friends for a minute. It had been years. So it wasn't like a situation where we just started being friends and I'm trusting her off rip, or we only been friends for like 6 months. No, we had been friends for years. So, I was trusting her. So, and I'm not trying to paint her in a bad light either. This is not that type of video. But anyway, so, we wait, we get dropped off, whatever. And we walk down because the school, like, I don't want to tell too much because I don't want to put the school out there. But basically, we walked all the way down like it's like a long little strip thing Walked all the way down there, and we waited to get picked up. So, I'm excited. I'm like, okay, we about to go over here. We're probably gonna get some food. We're gonna watch TV. You know what I mean? We're gonna have a blast. Like, it's gonna be lit. So, first off, the dude pulls up. Well, she, y'all already know she texted him and all that. And yeah, so that's how he knew where we were. Because I just like to be detailed, because I don't want to jump to like, he just pulled up. But yeah, so she let him know or whatever. He pulls up and he pulls up in a van. It was a big white van at that. Now, mind you, back in the day, like, there was nothing out about, my bad, y'all. I be fixing my glasses. But yeah, like, it was nothing out, like, back in the day about vans. So you're not like, oh, it's a white van. You know what I mean? That's already a sign. No. Back then, it was just a van. You know what I mean? So, yeah, he pulls up in a white van. And I get in, me and her, well, almost, I was close to saying her name. Me and Trina get in, and we go all the way to the back. Obviously we do speak and stuff like that. I went all the way to the back only because I just didn't feel comfortable, which I guess should have been a sign. Like, I had like a little gut feeling, like I didn't know anything, but I felt weird, basically. And, he spoke to me and everything. He spoke to her. And, they joked back and forth and stuff like that. Because, they were the only two that knew each other. So we get, and the place wasn't that far from the school. So we get there. I think I don't know if it took it was like about 10, 15 minutes, something like that. We get there and we go inside and stuff. And he had like a little studio apartment. Like, it was like a bed, and then the kitchen was literally right there. The bathroom's literally right there. Like, everything's in one room. Which was my first time like seeing a studio and stuff. So I was like, okay. And like, the first thing that happened was, I think I was just standing up because, well, I was raised a certain way, and my parents said you don't just sit down in people's house, you know what I mean? And he didn't have no chairs or nothing, and I wasn't finna sit on the bed, so I was just standing up or whatever. And he was like, you can get comfortable. I was like, it's all right, I'm gonna just stand or whatever. Cause see, I planned on maybe once I got a little more used to him, I wouldn't have minded like maybe sitting all the way to the edge or something on the bed or whatever. But immediately, she like, man, I need to smoke, cause back then, she smoked and stuff like that. So he gave her a cigarette and she went outside. So I'm like, okay, I feel even more weird because it's just me and him in here. You know what I mean? And I don't really like to be left alone with strangers. Number one, I have social anxiety. So I've been in other situations where, I ain't gonna say too much on that, but I just don't really trust people a whole lot. Like, I trust people, but I don't trust people at the same time. Like, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I'm also still nervous. Which now I'm not even like this at all. Now I just stay to myself, because of certain situations that have happened. One of the situations being this situation. So I don't go nowhere no more. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But yeah. So she goes outside or whatever, she's smoking and stuff, and he's just talking to me like he's like, so what's your name? How old are you? And I'm like, 15. And he was like, oh, okay. It's like, you don't look 15. I'm sure I do. I mean, I'm 15. So it was already a little sketchy, but I digress. So then he was like, where your boyfriend? Where your man? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't have one. Yeah, so I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, because time is going by. Like, he asked more questions than that. Time was going by. Like, it had been literally 10 minutes. And I'm like, it don't take that long to smoke a cigarette. You know what I mean? So now I'm like, what's going on? Is she just sitting on the porch or something? So I go outside and she's gone. Like, she's literally not out there. So I'm like, okay, is she okay? Because see, me at 15, I did not have common sense. The sense that I have now, like, I would have been like, okay, so she literally left me. But me at 15, I'm like, did something bad happen to her? Like, where is she? You know what I mean? I'm concerned about her, but I'm the one in danger. So, I come back and I tell him, I'm like, I don't see Trina outside. I don't know, like, what happened to her. Should we go looking for her? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's gone. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking he's going to be like, okay, let's go look for her, or let's call the police, or, you know what I mean? Something, she's gone. You know what I mean? He just was like, oh, she probably just went back to the school. How would you know she went back to the school? And then how would she get back to the school? Like, you literally drove us here. Like, it's a 15-minute drive, but walking, you know what I mean? So, I was just like, okay. I was like, well, I'm ready to go back now. You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking to myself, well, if we're not going to look, and then you're assuming she's back at the school, in my opinion, something bad happened. You know what I mean? And at this time, I didn't have no phone or nothing. Like, I didn't know what to do. No. I think I did have a phone. I did. But I can't think of where. I don't know if I didn't think about the phone because everything happened so fast. I think I did have like a little track phone or something like that. But I can't think of why I didn't think to get the phone. I think because everything happened so quick. Like, the way that I'm explaining it, it sounds slow, but everything was fast, like fast motion. So it went from him telling me that she was at the school to him being like, hey, why don't you get comfortable? You know what I mean? Like, it was like a change in, like, I don't know how to put it. Like, my mind, I didn't have time to think. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything was kind of quick. And so I'm like, nah, I'm ready to go back to the school now. You know what I mean? And he literally pulled, because I was close by him still. Even though I'm standing up, I was close by him. So he literally pulled my pants down, like, fast. When I say everything was quick, it was quick. It was like my pants, my underwear, everything was fast. You know what I mean? So now I'm struggling to pull my pants up. You know what I mean? This dude literally tosses me on the bed or whatever. And so now, obviously, my mindset is like, okay, this dude, I don't know if I can use certain words on YouTube, but I'm going to just say this dude tried to, arm me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, at this point, we tussling. Like, I'm punching this dude, everything. And he's a skinny guy, thank God. You know what I mean? Because, like, I felt like if he was like muscular, you know what I'm saying, it would have been a lot harder to like go toe to toe with him. But he was a skinny dude, so I'm punching him and everything like that. He got me in this weird position where like my legs is pushed all the way back. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just like, I literally looked him like eye to eye, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, so you gon' army, like I'm asking this dude because I'm hoping that he's gonna have some form of sympathy, right? This dude said, yeah. Like, no smile, no laugh, no nothing. I know I said I was gonna try to lighten this situation up, but it's really no lightening this up. This situation was terrible, terrifying. You know what I mean? And I believe this situation amongst other situations, like I said before, has caused me to be so closed off, you know what I mean, from people. And something in me, when he said that to me, something clicked. Like, I can't explain it. And I literally kicked this dude in the stomach. I don't know where I got the strength. I don't know what happened, but I end up kicking him in the stomach. So while he's grabbing his stomach, I'm punching him in the face. Like, mind you, I'm 15 years old and I'm skinny. Like, I was tiny. Like, I wasn't thick like how I am now. You know what I mean? So, but it hurt enough because he literally got up off me and he was like, I'm going to just take you back to the school. Good. That's what I've been telling you to do. Like, so he ends up, he was like, get all your stuff, get all your stuff, so um I end up getting back into the van or whatever. And literally, when I say nothing but God was protecting me, nothing but God was protecting me, because this dude could have literally killed me. He could have not took me back to the school. All type of stuff could have happened. But like, so I had my phone. I'm texting Trina. I'm like, hey, where are you? Are you okay? And she like, yeah, I'm just at the school. She literally was at the school where he said. So now me as an adult, I'm like, okay, so it had to be two people, you know what I'm saying, in on this, other than, well, I don't want to say Trina was in on it because me and her are still, we're not friends. We're cordial, okay? Because after that situation, I kind of lost a lot of trust with her. And I've never like told nobody, how I felt or whatever about the situation because, it was just a lot. But looking back, now I see all the signs, because I'm like, she had to have somebody pick her up. But as a 15-year-old, I just assumed she walked back or something. I kind of was like, dang, so she took all that time to walk back to the school, or did she trust him enough? Or like, I just, at 15, I just didn't want to think that she would put me in that situation. So I'm texting her. I'm like, dude literally tried to, and she was like, what? I'm going to beat this. I'm going to blah, blah, blah. And I was telling her I was on the way back to the school. Like, so now it's more so like, okay, you're mad or whatever, but you left me there with him. You get what I'm saying? And so I get back to the school or whatever, and she was already outside. She looking like she fed up and stuff, but meanwhile, I'm the one that was in the scary situation. You know what I mean? So I think she ended up cussing him out or something because she showed me the messages or whatever. But I also feel like maybe she did that because of the fact that I ended up coming back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was the plan for him to keep me. I don't know what the plan was. I really don't. But I'm just so thankful that I'm still here, because right now I wouldn't be here today, had things, made a different turn. You know what I'm saying? So I know this ain't one of the stories that y'all used to, and y'all used to me like being silly and, trying to, just basically entertain and stuff. But I wanted to be able to share another story with y'all, but, something that, is more, you know what I'm saying? Like, gives y'all a better look at why I'm the way that I am now. You know what I mean? And the type of person that I am now, like, I just know now you cannot trust people. Like, you can't trust friends. You can't trust just people, obviously, that you don't know. Like, even people that you think are your best friends. You know what I'm saying? Not just like regular friends, but people that you've been knowing for years. Just be careful. Like, this is a story to, for people just in general that, like, because I don't want to say it's just for women, because men too, y'all have to be careful who y'all call y'all friends, because it could be a different type of setup where somebody's setting up to rob y'all or whatever the situation is. You see what I'm saying? And that could be somebody you called your best friend. For women, it could be a situation like this where a guy tries to take advantage of you, you know, and your best friend is somebody that put you there in the first place. So just be careful. Like, I'm not gonna ramble on. This is just, it's serious, and it's something that is going on more, I would say, today than it was going on back then. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna say I hope y'all like this story, because I know this story was intense. But I do thank y'all for taking the time to watch it. I do thank y'all for taking the time to show love, you know what I mean, to my channel overall. And I just, please, if y'all don't take nothing else, you know, just watch all your surroundings, watch who you call your friends, and just be cautious. Like, in everyday life, be cautious. And I love you guys. If you haven't already, you know, like and subscribe. Tell me how you feel. And I just appreciate y'all so much. And I hope y'all having a wonderful day.